Viral, can you switch on your camera? See the question. First, find the energy in the first circuit and then find the energy in the second circuit. Okay, now listen to me carefully. Now, see the first circuit. Energy stored in the capacitor shown in the figure is 4.5 into 10 power minus 6 joules. Now, what is the formula for energy? See what is given. In the first circuit, capacitance is given and voltage is given. Check. Capacitance is given and voltage is given. Correct? So, you know, formula for energy for capacitor is half C square. Correct? Energy for capacitor is half C square. But what is the formula for energy in terms of charge, capacitance, and all that? Okay, I'll give you the clue. Then, if the battery is replaced by another capacitor of 900 picofarad, see the second case. What is the total energy of the system? Now, tell me in the second case, are capacitors connected in series or parallel? In second case, are capacitors connected in series or they are connected in parallel? They are connected in parallel. And you know, when capacitors are connected in parallel, it adds up. So when I say capacitance will be 2C, in the first case, capacitance was only C. In the second case, capacitance will be 2C. Now, look at this. I'll just show you this for some time. Then I'll go back to the question so that you can solve it on your own. Now, do you know this formula? Energy stored in a capacitor is Q square by 2C. Everyone, energy stored in a capacitor is Q square or half Q square by C. And you also know Q equal to CV. You know Q equal to CV. Tell me, what is Q? C is given, V was given, so I got some answer for Q. Okay, therefore energy stored in a capacitor when fully charged, this is my first case, this one. Okay, this is my first case. Now my second case will be, can I say in this formula it will only be 2C, because in this diagram, this was C, in this diagram it is 2C. So can I say in my second case, the formula will be half Q square by 2C. Now, half Q square by 2C if I want to find, please look at the screen. Half Q square by 2C if I want to find. I anyway know half Q square by C answer. What is half Q square by C answer? The first case, 4.5 something divided by 2. Because can I say in the first case and in the second case, my answer is exactly half. Just check. Okay. So, this is the long cut method. Okay. This is the long cut method. So, I've just shown you one glimpse. Now, try to. Got it? Now, can you think of a shortcut method to solve this? Can you think of a shortcut method to solve this? The shortcut method will be, Before energy was 4.5. Only one capacitor was there. Now that capacitor is replaced by two capacitors. So, capacitor has to discharge. So can I say now two capacitors have to share that energy instead of one capacitor? Therefore, the total energy will be shared by two. Therefore, can I say answer anyway will be 2.25? Understood? So look at the screen. Instead of doing this long cut, this is the actual long cut, where you find energy in the first case, find energy in the second case, law of conservation of energy. Look at the logic. First case, there is only one capacitor. I have some energy. Now that energy has to be divided between two capacitors. Can I say? And are the two capacitors having the same value? Are the two capacitors having the same value? Yes. So can I say it will be equally divided energy? Therefore, can I say I can directly say answer is B. Just check. Energy divided by 2. Getting the shortcut. Now I want you guys to know the long cut as well as the shortcut. Tell me if you have understood both. Hetri and Virali, whether you have understood both long cut.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Start with this. Now this is logic question. Okay, we can use the formula, but I'll tell you the logic. I have to find the capacitance is given by capacitance C is given by. Now, the formula Q is equal to CV. Now C is equal to Q by V, correct? This is the syntax or the basic syntax of the question. Now, I want to find the capacitance C. So I have two cases. One is C naught and one is C. Therefore, can I say if I want to find this capacitance C, it will be divided by V itself, not V naught, because I don't want to find capacitance over here. I want to find capacitance over here. Therefore, can I say V will remain as it is because I'm finding capacitance of the second capacitor. Therefore, can I say this option and this option will be out because my denominator will be V itself because C is equal to Q by V. Therefore, my denominator will remain as V. Now, tell me whether it should be first option C or option D. Tell me which case should think about it. Potential difference I have to find. Now, potential difference is the clue. Tell me in which option do I get potential difference? In option C or in option D? In which option do I get potential difference? Potential difference means difference of the potential. That means minus sign has to come, right? Difference between the potential. Initial potential minus final potential. So can I say this will be the right answer? So this will not be the right answer because of this sign. Easy question. Now this is a logic question. This is actually a JW question. But you should understand. Now if that asked over here, can I say my denominator would be V naught? Can I say my denominator would be V naught if the capacitance was in this capacitor? But capacitance in this capacitor has to be V. Therefore, denominator has to be V because it is the main capacitor C. And after that, you have to see the potential difference. So H3 and Viral, did you understand? Can I go to the next one? Start. See here, there is a shortcut. I hope you know this formula. See the shortcut formula. In the given circuit, the charges of plus 80 coulomb is given to the upper plate. Here, this is the main charge given. Then, in the steady state charge on the upper plate of 3 micron. So, charge on this plate will be charge on this plate divided by the total charge in this circuit into the total charge given. Okay. Can I say C, if this is C2 and if this is C1, can I say it will be C2 divided by C1 plus C2 into Q? The total charge given. That will be the total charge on the capacitors of 3 microfarad. Now please look at the screen. If that asks what is the total charge on 2 microfarad, can you tell me the formula? 2 divided by
3 plus 2 into 80.
Into 80. Correct? But now what they have asked? On 3. Therefore, can I say my answer will be 3 divided by 3 plus 2, 100% micro, into 80. Now tell me what should be the answer. Solve and tell me.
C option.
A or C?
C.
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 So what about the 4 microfarad wala capacitor?
That doesn't form a part of a loop. So you don't have to consider.
Okay.
You have to consider the
And
loop.
if it was like 3 together, what would have we done?
You have to take equivalent. You have to take equivalent capacitance. Here both are in parallel, so I have taken equivalent capacitance. I have added.
Okay.
So denominator will be equivalent capacitance.
Okay, sir.
If you understood. Sheetal and Varsha, switch on your cam. Theory question. You have to know one concept about the capacitor. So first start, then I'll explain again. Start. A light bulb, a capacitor, and a battery are connected together as shown here, with the switch S initially open. When the switch is closed, which of the following is true? When the switch is closed, you know, last class we did something about inductor. Inductor first behaves like an broken wire.
Broken wire.
And then it behaves like a smooth wire.
Normal wire.
Capacitor behaves exactly opposite. Capacitor initially behaves like a smooth wire, then it behaves like a broken wire. Capacitor initially behaves like a smooth wire, but then it behaves like a broken wire. So using that concept, tell me what should be the answer. So initially capacitance acts like a smooth wire, and then it will act as an open wire or open circuit. Varsha, correct.
A.
Very good. Which option matches that?
D.
D. Go off at regular intervals. It will not go off at regular intervals, right? It will go off completely then once it is an open circuit. Setu Upadhyay, correct. Correct, Virali. Others try to answer. Varsha, Hetvi, Virali, correct. Okay. Answer will be A. Correct? Check. What is that logic? First, it will act like a closed circuit or a smooth wire. So it will light up. And then once it's act like an open circuit, nothing happens. So it just lights up for an instant when the capacitor starts charging. Okay? Answer is A. So I think I got the right answers from all of you. Okay. Start with this. Give me the answer, quick. At least try to understand and guess and give me the answer. What should be for this particular question? Tell me, how does the current flow in the circuit? How does the current flow in the circuit? From where to where?
Positive to negative.
From A to B, correct?
Yeah.
So displacement current also is a part of current itself. Displacement current is also a part of current itself. Therefore, the main current flows this way. Displacement also current will flow this way. Displacement current is actually a part of the main current. Main current plus something, that part is displacement current. So the direction will remain the same. Therefore, which option satisfies that?
D option.
Option D. Check. You understand the logic? See the flow of current and then you see the flow of displacement. Therefore, answer will be D. All of you getting it?
Yes, sir.
Next question. Start. But one answer from Varsha, others try to answer.
Sir, I've sent my answer.
Okay. Raju, your answer is correct. Others try to answer. Virali, okay. Got your answer as well. If the capacitor is charged by connecting with a resistance R, then the energy will be given by. Now, energy actually for a capacitor is half CV square, correct? But there is one more energy dissipated in the form of heat because resistor also will give you heat, correct? Energy is lost in the form of heat, or energy in the circuit is in the form of heat. Therefore, since heat also is a form of energy, can I say the energy has to be more than half CV square because of the factor of heat also? And considering heat is also a part of energy, therefore answer will be B. It will be more than half CV square because of this component. So Rajvi, you have given me the right answer. So Virali and Sheetal, just check whether now did you understand the concept.
But sir, when the resistor is connected, heat is given off, right? Because it is heated. I mean, the resistor is heating. So won't the energy be less than half CV square because the energy is getting wasted?
But heat is the form of energy. Now, can I say if energy is getting wasted over here, correct? And my total energy in the circuit is half CV square. So can I say my energy has to compensate for the heat that is lost in the system, correct? My capacitor or my energy of half CV square has to compensate for that heat. Therefore, I don't have to have half CV square. I have to have little more than half CV square so that if there is heat in the system, my total energy compensates for that. Therefore, it has to be greater than half CV square. That is
Okay.
who else answered. Let me check. Varsha, did you understand?
Yes, sir.
Start with this. You just have to simplify the circuits and tell which circuit gives you this answer. And it should not take time because the answer is in the immediate beginning itself. So Rajvi, your answer is correct. Viral, your answer is correct. Others? So solve for each circuit and tell me which circuit gives you the equivalent capacity. That will be the answer. Okay, 3 right answers. Others try to answer. K3 Upadhyay, correct. Can I say the answer is A? Can I say the answer is A itself? Getting it? Now tell me, what is the formula for capacitance in parallel? It adds up, correct? And in series, it is 1 by Cs is equal to 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2. So in the exam, what happens is, we need to find the equivalent capacitance. Solve this circuit, solve this circuit, solve this circuit, and solve this circuit. But fortunately for us, if you solve this circuit itself, we'll get the answer as this. So Virali, Rajvi, and Hitri, you have done the same way, let me know. If you've done the same way, then let me know. Okay, fine. Start with this. What is the formula for parallel plate capacitor? AK epsilon naught by D, generally. AK epsilon naught by D or A epsilon naught by D. So in this case, I had told you in the one of the classes, the shortcut to get the answer for this. So try to get the answer from this. Rajvi, correct. Virali, correct. Others, try to give me the answer. K3 Upadhyay, correct. Varsha, try again. Others, give me the answer quick. See, like I told you one logic, this is one plate and this is one more plate. Now, if the two plates difference are different in the sense, if this and this is different, then I can add the factor of 1. If it is same, I don't need to add the factor of 1. So tell me, over here and here, are the plates different? Yes. So a factor of 1 will come. Now here and here, can I say they are the same plates? So nothing will come. Now this one and this one, they are different plates. So one more factor of 1 will come. Therefore, one factor has come here, one factor has come here. Therefore, the total factor will be 2. Therefore, it will be 2 epsilon naught A by D. This is the logic. 2 epsilon naught A by D, that is option A. Varsha, now tell me, did you understand? I think K3, Rajvi, and Virali gave me the right answer. Okay. start with this. Okay. Now you should know the formula for parallel plate capacitor. And you should know that this capacitor and this capacitor are connected. Now let me show you the answer. See here. Now they are connected across. Therefore, I know the total capacitance will be addition. Now C1 plus C2. Now what is the formula? A K epsilon naught by D. Here also it is A K epsilon naught by D. So what is the constant for the first plate? 2. Epsilon naught. The total area is divided here A by 2 and here by 2 by D. And K2 for the second case is 4. So dielectric constants are 2 and 4. Dielectric constants are 2 and 4. Check. Here it is 2 and here it is 4. Okay. And the total area will be half. That is by 2 and by 2. Now that is the logic I had shown you. Now try to solve and tell me the answer.
Sir,
Hmm.
sir, even distance will become d by 2, right?
Distance will become d by 2, but here we are adding it, no? They are in parallel.
So in that individual thing that we had taken AK by epsilon naught, so in that, if we substitute d by 2, so
You are saying over here, if I take d as d by 2, correct?
yes, sir.
Now, if you take d as d by, the distance also will be half. Now, can I say the distance will remain the same, whatever d is there? The plates will get half in area. On what basis will the distance get half? Tell me. Distance will remain same. That is divided into 2 equal halves. So area will get a by 2. Can I say the distance between them will remain the same? Or you're telling that you're considering this entire thing as d, and therefore then you're considering this as d by 2, correct?
Yes, sir.
Then if you're considering that d by 2, then area also will be further reduced.
So area will become a by 4.
So ultimately, can I say it will be the same?
Yes, sir. Understood.
Now, all of you solve and tell me, are you getting the answer? As I think answer will be C. I think Raju, you gave me the right answer.
Yes, sir.
Virali, correct. Okay, I'll show the answer. Okay, I'll leave it on for 30 seconds, then I'll go to the next one. Okay, start. Ketvi correct. Rajvi correct. Others answer. Now, the first thing you should understand is the Wheatstone bridge balanced? So, like over here, whether it is balanced. If it is balanced, do I have to consider the galvanometer bridge over here? Answer is no, because the bridge is anyway balanced. So, these two will be here. These two will be here. I can get equivalent capacitance. Okay, so let me show you first, and then let me go back to the question. I want to find the equivalent capacitance between the point A and B. Now, since the bridge is balanced, there is no current flowing here, so I can eliminate this branch. Same in current electricity. Therefore, this two will be in series. These two will be in series. Just check. So, these two will be in series. Therefore, answer will be 5, also will be 5. And these two will be in parallel. So, capacitance in parallel will add up to give me 10. Therefore, answer is 10. Now, you guys solve and just confirm whether you have got it. I think Rajvi and H have given me that answer. Others try to answer.
Yes, I understood.
Virali got it?
Yes, sir.
Start with this. First, tell me what is the answer for equivalent capacitance. And then you should know how to convert from joule to erg.
8/5.
Equivalent capacitance 8/5. Okay. Then potential is given. Energy, you should know how to convert it into erg. Okay, A3. I've got answer as B and I've got answer as C. Two different answers. Okay.
So is the
Rajni,
equivalent capacitance correct? 8/5.
I'll show it to you. 8/5. Getting it first one, check.
Yes, sir.
So then the formula for energy is half CV square. Half. C, you got 8/5 into 10 power 6. Okay. Into V square is 225. Now look at the diagram. 15 square is 225. Correct. Therefore, my answer is 180 into 10 power minus 6 joule. But again, if you look at the options, options are in ergs. Therefore, what you need to do, again, you need to multiply into 10 power 7 and get the answer as 1800. Okay, answer will be B. Virali, did you get it? I think Hetvi and Rajvi gave me the right answer. Virali, did you understand?
I didn't put the half. I forgot the half.
Acha, you did only CV square.
Yeah.
Acha, so you got double. Okay. Raju and Hetvi use the same logic, let me know.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Start with this. Okay. Rajvi has given one answer. Virali has given one answer. So what answer as 1 minute? What answer as A and C? You should know in series what happens and in parallel what happens. try to answer others. So there are three capacitors, C1, C2, and C3 joined to a battery. The correct condition this series, this two are, tell me in parallel what happens to correct, it will become Q2 plus Q3. But in series, charge remains the same. Therefore, can I say Q1 can be equal to Q2 plus Q3? And in series, voltage adds up, but in parallel, voltage remains the same. Therefore, now looking at that condition, tell me which option suits.
C1.
In Q, correct, because in parallel, charge adds up, so it will become Q2, Q3. But now when they come in series, it will be the same as Q1, because in series charge remains. This can be there, this can be there, this is out. Therefore, your confusion should be between B and C. Now continue with potential. In series, potential adds up. Therefore, V1 and over here. So tell me which option matches.
Option C.
Option C. Check. Correct. Check the explanation also and check the answer. Tell me, are you getting? Start with this. Okay. Hetvi, I've got your answer. Others try to answer. I have done the similar question in the second question. So this, for example, if I want to know what is for this, so it is this plate divided by this plate plus this plate into the total charge. If you remember the second question that we have done. So that way we'll have to do it for capacitor A and B.
But what will
See,
the total charge be?
total charge will be in parallel. Okay, this will be in parallel if the switch is closed, correct?
Yeah.
So if the switch is closed, they'll be in parallel, and in parallel charge adds up, correct? Therefore,
Yeah.
it will become 3Q plus 6Q. Therefore, total charge will be 9Q because both are in parallel. Therefore, total
Okay.
charge is 9Q. So in both the cases, I'll have to use 9Q. Otherwise, the same formula. So start and tell me. So it will become 6 divided by 9.
Option B.
Okay, I've got one answer as option C, one answer as option B. Okay, others try to answer. 3, okay. So answer is B itself. See here. Here it will be 6 divided by 6 plus 3. Now remember, this will remain constant in both total into the total charge. Correct? So in the 6 plate or the 6 capacitor, it will be 6 divided by 9 into 9. And in this case, it will be 3 divided by 9 into 9. So left with 3 and 6. That is 6 and 3. Check whether you're getting it. We have done the same logic, same question. That is question number 2 today. Tell me, are you getting the answer as B now? Do it on your own. C and C will cancel, numerator and denominator. That is why it won't come in the answer. C and C will get cancelled in the numerator and denominator. That is why it won't come. Understood, Virali, Hetvi,
Yes, sir.
Rajvi, Varsha?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Start with this. Okay, Varsha, fine. Now, first, all of you tell me what is the equivalent capacitance. At least that much you tell me first. For example, these two are voltage sources. So if these two are voltage sources, these two will not be in parallel anymore. They will be in series because these two are voltage sources coming in between. Now, if this and this are in series, first at least tell me what is the equivalent capacitance that you are getting in the circuit. At least tell me
6/5.
5 by 6, 6 by 5. Tell me what you're getting. You will get 6 by 5. Tell me, are you understanding that? 6
Yes,
by
sir.
5 equivalent capacitance. And my will 6 total be 10. Now, I have to find potential
So
difference
how is
A
it
and
10?
B. What is potential difference? Difference between the potentials, correct? So both are potentials, just check.
Okay. But if they are in series, right? So we'll add them up.
Which one?
They are in series, so we'll add them up now.
They are in series. Just check whether they are in series or not. Because I've already taken equivalent capacitance. I've already taken equivalent capacitance.
I'm not getting what you're saying.
What I'm saying is, when the voltage adds up in a circuit, that voltage is not of the source. These both are given as source. So if I want to take a combined potential difference, the name itself tells you it is a potential difference. So now when I connect this over here 16 over here 6, correct? Just think about it. Over here 16, positive to negative. Can I say they will clash in opposite direction?
Yeah.
Who will win? So ultimately the difference will win. 16 minus 610. In fact,
Okay.
I can even draw the equivalent circuit. Tell me if you understand this. My equivalent circuit will be this.
Yes, sir.
Now continue. What should be the potential between A and B? Okay. Tell me what will be the charge on each capacitor? What will be the charge on each capacitor? Now, since the capacitors are connected in series, can I say the charge will be CSV? Charge will be constant in each capacitor. Now fine. What will be the charge on each capacitor? Charge formula is Q is equal to CV. In our case, the total charge will be CS into V. So tell me what will be the answer. So what is CS and what is V? That will be the charge on each capacitor. Start.
12
Capacitors
raised to minus 6.
Capacitors are in series. Charge remains constant in both. So CS will be 6 by 5 and V will be 10. 5 2s. Therefore, can I say my charge?
12 microcoulomb.
Charge is 12 microcoulomb. Therefore, charge on each capacitor is 12 microcoulomb. Therefore, here also it will be 12 microcoulomb. Here also it will be 12 microcoulomb. But what do I want? I want the potential between A and B. To get the potential between A and B, do I have the capacitance? Do I have the charge? If the answer is yes, go ahead and tell me what will be the potential between A and B.
Option D.
D for Delhi.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyone else getting any other answer? Option C. Why C, Hetmi and Varsha? Why not D?
Sir, the potential difference between A and B and A is at a lower potential than B, so it will be negative.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay, I will come to that point later. But first tell me, are you getting answer as 6 volt, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, because when to C, V equal to Q by C, you're getting answer as 6 volt. Now, if you look at the screen, if you're getting answer as 6 volt, now can I say this will be sources, correct? So can I say between A and B, it is negative? Are you getting it? Here it is like this. Because here it is negative. So negative, this will be positive. Now can I say A is at a negative, B is at a positive. Therefore, A and B will be negative 6. Hey, that is what you're trying to say?
Yes, sir.
Varsha, why did you give answer as -6? Varsha, why did you give answer as -6?
Hello. Yes, sir.
Yeah, Varsha, I can hear you.
Sir, because of higher lower potential rise.
Because of higher and low potential. So A is at a higher potential or low potential?
Sir,
A
lower.
is at a higher potential. Now, this is what the answer is in the module. Tell me if you have understood it. Let's look at it step by step and tell me whether you're getting the answer. If you're getting the answer, let me know so that we can go to the next one. So
So,
first what?
if they have the, if they've, in the question, if they've asked us from B to A, then it will be positive.
Correct.
Okay.
Or if they put this 16 on top and 6 below also, then it would be positive.
Okay, sir.
So first step is to find equivalent capacitance. Next is to find the net voltage. Next is to find the equivalent charge. And next is to find the potential difference. So there are 4 steps you will need to do in this circuit. We'll give you the final answer. Okay. Let me know if you have any doubt, or else you can go to the next one. Start. Okay, Raju, I've got your answer. I think that should be right. There are four capacitors, each has a capacitor of 3 microfarad, are connected as shown. What is the ratio of equivalent capacitance between A and B and between A and C? Start. Okay, I've got answer from Virali also, but I've got a different answer. I've got answer as A and C. Others check. Okay, try. Raju, how did you get your answer?
Sir, A.
Raju, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, tell me, what logic did you use for your answer?
So between A and B, the three capacitors are connected in series and one capacitor is connected in parallel. So first.
Okay, so you mean to say these three are connected in series, correct? Between A and B.
No, matlab they are connected in parallel.
These three are connected in parallel.
These three are connected in series, and between A and B, the one capacitor is there. It is connected in parallel with the other three.
Correct. So can I say these three are connected in series and this is connected in parallel with this between A and B, correct?
Yes.
So if these three capacitors are connected in series, what is the equivalent capacitance?
1 microfarad.
1 by 3 plus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 3, it will become 3 by 3, it will become 1. So this equivalent is 1, which is connected in parallel with the 3. Therefore, can I say between A and B, the capacitance or equivalent is 4? Correct? This is the logic, Raju?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so between A and B, this is for everyone, please listen. These three capacitors are connected in series and this combination is connected with 1 in parallel. Therefore, series combination is 1 and this is 3. So this will be answer 4. Therefore, between A and B, I can get the answer as 4. Now, similarly, between A and C, please look at the screen. Between A and C, if I look at it, between A and C, these two in series, but the combination is in parallel. Now, if these two are in series, tell me what is the answer? It will again become 1 by 3 plus 1 by 3. That will become 2 by 3. But that is 1 by C. Therefore, C equivalent will be 3 by 2. Correct? Therefore, this will be 3 by 2. Even this will be 3 by 2. Then can I say they are in parallel? Therefore, can I say it will become 3 by 2 plus 3 by 2? it will become 6 by 2, it will become 3. Therefore, answer between A and C will be 3. Therefore, answer will be 4:3. Now, all of you try to solve it again. Raju, this is correct. This was the same thing you did.
Yes, sir.
All of you check whether you're getting the same answer, 4:3. Between A and B, I have one capacitor. Therefore, other three are in series in parallel with this. Between A and C, I have two capacitors on each side, which are then in parallel with each other. Start. So you will exactly get 4 and 3. So start doing it. Can I go to the next one? Okay, the answer, if you want, this is the answer on the screen. If you notice that this single capacitor, this is series equivalent. Here, 2 on the left, 2 on the right, parallel. So I get answer as 4 and I get answer as 3. Therefore, my final answer is 4:3. Just check. Tell me if you have not understood, whether can I go to the next one? Individually reply. Virali and Varsha, respond. Okay. Start. Okay. Rajvi correct, Virali correct, Hetvi correct. Sheetal answer? Not Sheetal, I think Varsha, yeah, Varsha. Rajvi, Virali, Hetvi, did you actually solve it or use some shortcut? What did you do? Varsha, correct. Answer is on the screen. It is direct solving the circuit and getting the answer. Have you done the same thing? Let me know.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Start with this. So I've got answer as BBA. I've got answer as BBA. Dielectrics as shown. T. In this case, if I take T by 2, I can take T by 2 as my separation possible. Okay, dielectric constants are K1 and K2, and what will be the capacitance? So I've got answer as B, B, and A. Answer will be B. Just check Virali and tell me whether you have got your message.
I didn't understand why the 2 came in the denominator.
2 times, no? T is 2 times. AK epsilon naught by distance plus AK epsilon naught by distance.
Okay. Understood.
Hetvi and Rajvi. I think, yeah, Raju and Hetvi. Got the answer directly or how did you get it?
So the same way as you did it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Virali got it now?
Yes, sir.
Varsha, finish it quick.
Yes, sir.
Start. Virali and Raj, what did you answer? A, correct. A3, try to answer. Varsha, try to answer. So the combination is not series, okay? Because after every capacitor, there is a node. After every capacitor, there is a node, means the combination will become parallel because it is no longer series. Now, again, it's a direct combination of parallel capacitors. So tell me what will be the answer. Varsha, correct. A3, correct. Answer will be 32 because it will be 8888. Therefore, answer will be 32.
Sir,
Okay. Yes.
how do they indicate Wheatstone bridge in this pattern?
See, for example, if you want to do Wheatstone bridge in this kind of circuits, right, then we'll have to do, see, this is not, these are all four in parallel. In Wheatstone bridge, if you know that these two will be in series, these two will be in series, if this is balanced, correct? So here, what you need to do is you need to write, I'll show you 1 minute. You will need to write this as plate A. You will need to write this as B. That same B goes over here. So it becomes B and B. Here also it becomes P. Same thing C. It becomes C. Then in Wheatstone network, when what we have, okay, we have A, B, C, D. In that, if I want to denote, in another 1 minute, I think I have that diagram with me. Just 1 minute. In this circuit, how Wheatstone is represented, that is the question, right?
Yes, sir.
Right. I think I have that circuit with me right here. 1 minute. I think I have it with me. Just 1 minute. Yeah. See, this is how they represent Wheatstone. See here. Can you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
These two upper arm, these two lower arm, this is current in the galvanometer. This is how you know the Wheatstone network is given. This is for all of you. If this kind of circuit comes, then you should understand it is a Wheatstone. And they have given you the classification also A, B, C, D. If you do A, B, C, D, you will definitely get a Wheatstone network where between each point you will have a capacitor or a voltage source. Okay. So now in this case, these two will form the upper arm. These two will form the lower arm. This will form the current through the galvanometer. Can you try to solve this question now? At least think whether you're getting it.
6 is the answer.
Everyone getting it? Hetri, you asked this question, right?
No, sir. Rajvi.
Raju, did you understand the circuit now?
Yes, sir.
So all of you make a note. If this kind of circuit comes, then it is Wheatstone. Start with this. Another same logic. Okay. Okay. If you have answered B, then your answer is correct. Okay. I think all of you have answered B itself. Fine. So immediately tell me the answer for this. We have done the similar logic. So give me the answer for this. Here between this and this, it is different. So 1. Between this and this also is different. So 1. Between this and this is also different. So 1 more. Therefore 1, 1, 1. Therefore it is 3 epsilon naught A by D. This is the answer. Tell me, are you getting it? I think you have given me the right answer. I think Varsha, Hetvi, Nirali, Rajvi, did you give me the answer now?
Sir, I gave.
Okay, I think that was the first one itself. Okay. Start. Anyone getting the answer? First tell me what is the equivalent capacitance of this circuit, all of you. At least give me that answer. What is the equivalent capacitance of this circuit, where these two are in parallel and then these three will become in series? So at least tell me what is C equivalent of this case.
120 upon 31.
Check all. Are you getting equivalent capacitance? That is 120 by 31.
Yes, sir.
Now tell me, what is the total charge of the system? The total charge of the system will be Q is equal to C equivalent into V. Therefore, the total charge of the system will be C equivalent is 120 by 31 into V. V is given as 300. Tell me, what is the total charge of the system? What will be the total charge of the system?
Almost 1200.
36 now.
One 161. Getting it? Just check.
Yes, sir.
Now think. I got the equivalent capacitance of the whole circuit. I got the equivalent charge or the total charge of the whole circuit. Now I can go individually with the charge and potential difference across the capacitor. Now start. Now can I say the total charge across the 4 microfarad capacitors, since they are 2, I think the total charge will be 1161 by 2. 1161 by 2 will be 580. Check where you getting this. All of you. The charge across the 4 microfarad will be 580. Tell me, are you getting 1161 by 2?
Yes, sir.
Raju, correct. Others try to answer. And can you tell me what will be the potential difference? Potential difference will be charged by C. Therefore, it will be 580 divided by 4. 580 divided by 4 will be 145. 580 divided by 4 will be 145. Check and tell me, are you getting it all of you? Raju, correct. So this is the answer. First, you found out the total capacitance, then you found out the total charge, then charge through the 4 microfarad, and this again divided by 4 because capacity is 4, you get 145. Therefore, answer will be D. Just check whether you're getting it. Others, please confirm. I think Raju, you have confirmed, okay. Others, please confirm whether you have got it. Okay, start with this. Okay, Raju, I think it is correct. these two are in series. This is in parallel with this. First, do that much. So if these two are in series, I will get 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2, which is equal to 2 by 2, which is 1 micro. So that is 1 by C. C also will be 1. Therefore, can I say this will be 1? It is in parallel with this one. Get the equivalent capacitance on top. Tell me what will be the answer on the top. Raju, correct? So can I say this is 1 and this is 1 in parallel, so this will be 2. Therefore, can I say I can redraw this circuit as 2 microfarad. This is point A, and down I will have 4 microfarad, and this will be potential B. Now, can I say these two are in series? Because I have got the equivalent capacitance of this as 2. Means this has 1 and this has 1, it will become 2. And this was anyway 4. Now these two in series, solve it and tell me what will be the effective capacitance between A and B. It be correct? Others try to answer. There's just 2 and 4 are in series between A and B. So if you solve this, tell me what will be the answer. Varsha, correct? Rajvi, Hetvi, Varsha, correct. Virali, tell me, are you getting the answer?
Yes, sir.
Check the answer. Tell me if you have understood it.
Yes, sir.
Start solving this. Okay, I got one answer from Rajvi. It is like a Wheatstone network. So you have to just tell me whether it is balanced or not. Really correct. So 3 by 6 is same as 4 by 8, 1:2. Therefore, this I don't have to consider the middle one. Therefore, I have to just solve a circuit where 3 and 6 are in series, 4 and 8 are in series, and they are in parallel in turn. They are in parallel in turn. So Rajvi correct, Virali correct, Hetvi correct. Varsha, try to give the answer.
Sir, if the network is not balanced, then how do we solve it?
What happened?
If the network isn't balanced, then how do we solve it?
If the network isn't balanced, first you have to find the equivalent voltage across this. Then they will continue. If the network is not balanced, they will continue with the voltage source like this. Then you have to find the total voltage, total charge to each capacitance, and then find the equivalent capacitance. There is one more way to find out superposition. Did you study superposition anywhere? Principle of superposition, where you have to take this separately, that is the left triangle, and then you have to take the right triangle separately, and then you have to merge. But that will not come for your grade. That requires Thevenin. That is in JW. Varsha, correct. Tell me, have you used the same way? I think everyone gave me the right answer, that is